Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rechak Kwadash. Double honors the elect, Apostle Bishop's elders at Great Millstone, that we well. Shalom till I got y'all there doing this work in sincerity and truth and not for vainglory. In season out of season. Shalom to the elect men, women, sons, and daughters of the nation of Israel, which are the elect men, women, sons, and daughters of your so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians here in the Americas, North, South, Central America, and spread out to the four corners of the earth. So this is a prophecy that's going to come to pass, okay, concerning you so-called Negro, West Indian, Haitian, Latino, Hispanics, Native American, Seminole Indian women. Okay, all right, okay, because this is going to happen, you know. The time of Jacob's trouble is going to be in full effect, you know. There's going to be a famine of food. It's going to be a famine of the word, all right. You know, it's going to be a complete chaos out here, you know, all right. It's going to be a lot of things happening, okay. You know, concentration camps, people are going to be being caught off into concentration camps. There's going to be a lot of murder, okay. It's going to be a lot of cannibalism because of the famine of food, okay. It's going to be diseases, okay. They're already talking about Ebola in Africa, you know. So, you know, we know that's coming. You know, it's going to be a lot of death out here, you know. But so let's read the scripture right here. Isaiah, the 4th chapter, and the 1st verse. It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man." What kind of man? Well, number one, he's going to be an Israelite man of the Lord. He's going to be a so-called Black, West Indian, Haitian, Hispanic, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian man. Okay, all right. So the word 7 just means completion, you know, because Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai has his elect men, all right, of the nation of Israel, okay, all right. And 7 women, which just means completion. A lot of women are going to be running to the men of the Lord, you know. In a small way, you know, they're the Black, West Indian, Haitian, Latino, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian woman. You know, in a small way, they're speaking about, you know, men not going after them anymore, and where's all the real men? Why aren't men pursuing us anymore? And the Black man, West Indian, Haitian man, Latino, Hispanic, Native American man, is talking about they want their peace. You know, they want their peace. They rather not pursue a woman that they know is gonna not go according to their program. Okay, but in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. You're gonna have to go by the man's program, a man of the Lord's program. You know. So, in a small way, you know, you got Black women, especially the Black woman. You know, she's talking about she's ready to follow after a man's program. Oh yes, I'll cook for you. I'll give you sex anytime you want it. I'm tired. You know, you got a lot of women crashing out. You know, you got Latino women crashing out. You know. So why? Because things are getting harder. You know. So that's just a prophecy that's going to be fulfilled for the elect men of the Lord. You know, not you 2/3 men of you so-called Negro, West Indian, Haitian, Latino, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian men know the elect of you. Okay? You know? So they're going to be after the men of the Lord. Okay? The black man, the black woman going to be after you. If you're a man of the Lord. If you're surviving in that day. Because they're going to be able to see that Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is with you. When the famine comes, you still got food. My servant shall eat. They're going to see the protection that you have, from all the things that's going to be happening around those particular brothers of the elect men, okay? And you're being protected. Some brothers, starting with the apostles, going to have that spiritual power. So yeah, these women going to come after you, yo. You're going to have to beat them off with a stick, as they say, saying we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. So yeah, they're going to be willing to they're going to be willing to go according to your program, not their program. And they're saying it now. I need a man. I need a man. I need a man. I need a man. That's all you hear, Go on YouTube, TikTok. That's all you hear, So, that's a future prophecy for the men of the Lord, of you so-called Negroes, West Indian, Haitians, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, Here in America is going to be the main deliverance, and all around the world, wherever the men of the Lord are going to be at, So yeah, hey, we could wait. We could wait. The elect can wait for it. For 7 women to take hold of 1 man, And 7 just means completion. It could be hundreds of women that you're going to have, So this is a prophecy that's going to be taking place, okay? In a time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob represents who? The 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negroes, West Indian Haitians, Hispanics, Latinos, Seminole Indians, Native Americans. Shalom.